Hey, so JB Macri with HTC. Really excited to talk to you about the DROID DNA by HTC. So a really cool device here. One of the first things you're going to notice is the display on this device. It's a full 1080p Super LCD 3 with Gorilla Glass 2. We have an optical lamination on the device, and it's the combination of the optical lamination and the IPS technology that gives you unbelievable viewing angle on this device. So very nice, 440 ppi, so 440 pixels per inch. Looking at the back of the device, you have a nice curved form factor across the back of the device. What we've done is we've taken the components and moved them around, so battery behind the display, and actually stacked the components up on top into a pyramid. This device does have Beats audio, but including two separate amplifiers, one 2.55 volt for the headset jack. We also have a dedicated amplifier for the rear speaker. What that means is the rear speaker is going to get a little bit louder than you've ever heard on one of an HTC devices, but it's going to mean there's no distortion at maximum volume. So really nice overall call clarity there. 8 megapixel rear camera, single LED flash with HTC Smart Flash. So judging by the ambient light and the distance between the camera and the subject, it will deploy one of 5 automatic brightness levels. Looking up at the front of the device, we have a 2.1 megapixel front-facing camera with an 88-degree ultra-wide-angle lens. So pretty exciting there. What's cool about an 88 is when I launch the camera here and I switch to the front-facing camera, you're going to see that we can easily get the whole entire scene in here. So up to 4 people in a camera pic with background. We also have a timer, so I can click there, and you got a nice little countdown timer that takes the photo for you. We've also done some pretty cool work with the UI on the camera. So we've got the scenes button here, but we've simplified the menu, left most of the scenes back in a menu there, but actually given the users access to group portrait, panorama, and HDR because they're the most used. We've increased the size of the shutter button, decreased the size of the camcorder, moved the zoom bar over to the right-hand side, and you have the dedicated button to swap to front-facing camera. Device also has NFC and wireless charging all inside. You've got the SIM tray right up here at the top. And just an amazing display. We've got Sense 4 Plus on here. So when you think about 4 Plus, think of that as just kind of the next iteration of Sense 4. So taking on those things that we really worked hard on with Sense 4 and bringing those to the next level. So all the camera enhancements I talked about, some audio enhancements with the amplifiers and how they work. You also have reduced textures, animations have been reduced to kind of further simplify HTC Sense and make it really run fast on this device.
Does this come with wireless charging accessories?
So no, actually, HTC doesn't make any wireless charging accessories. Verizon does have them at retail, but HTC doesn't do that. We leave that to the experts, so you can purchase that at Verizon retail.
So what kind of Verizon customizations did they put on this?
So there's a couple of different things. One, you're going to have Reign of Amera, which is a really cool game that's preloaded on here, made by Snapdragon Game Studios, so completely optimized for this device. You're also going to have some additional Verizon functionality and things like VZNav and My Verizon and some applications like that on the device. Also, I didn't mention it, but it's got the new Snapdragon S4 Pro processor, so 1.5 gigahertz quad-core processor, one of the most insane processors in history, and we're going to be one of the first devices to pioneer this technology. 2 gigabytes of RAM as well. Storage, so there's 16 gigabytes on the device inside, so 16 gigabytes. Not all of that's available to the user because it's partitioned for the operating system and processes associated with that, but 16 gigs. No expandable storage, no.
Pricing and availability?
So pricing and availability I don't think has been announced yet. Should be coming very soon. My name is JB Macri with HTC, and this is the DROID DNA by HTC.